Hello everybody, this is Ronar, and welcome back to some more Beyond Legendary. Now today we're starting in a slightly different spot. I was thinking about this mission since I ended yesterday's video, and at first I was okay with launching this with 13 to 15 enemies, but looking at this right now, this team's not particularly well geared for combat. And usually if you're going to do a compound mission above like 10 to 12 enemies, you'll have to expect that you have to fight a couple of things, because there's some enemies that patrol in specific parts of this map. They get appended onto specific parts of this map if you have more than the usual 7 to 9. So I think we should boost this just for safety. I'm gonna boost it. There we go, down to 7 to 9 enemies. Let's begin. Alright then. So here we are in the compound. We're once again going to be doing the thing where we go around the backside, bomb it open, and get the people out. I think we've done this mission type before together, although I might be conflating the ones that we did on stream. So I'll talk about this as if it was the first time that we're doing this mission type.
Enemy sighted.
So we're stealthing this mission with 3 people. I think the composition of the squad doesn't really matter too much, but I guess I should go over it since I am always in the habit of doing so. We got a sniper over here, we have our hollow target gunner over here, as well as our marksman over here. They're all kind of mid to long range fighters, so they're not really going to be here to do a lot of fighting. We're mostly just going to be planting a C4 in the back of that facility and just blowing it open. I was running down this way, but we probably should be going down the right side actually. Let me take a look here. Yeah, we should probably go down this way, actually. So let's get everyone down into this position. I'm pretty certain this spot is safe. And I'll make sure to run the other person back down here next round. And let's just slowly make our way up to that spot up there. I do kind of like the compound missions as an addition to the Long War set of missions, mostly just because it's different.
We have Firebrand on
Instead of,
standby for evac,
well,
Commander,
Bradford
but
will
as soon
explain
as she
something.
gets in range, the whole compound will go on high alert. We should hold back unless we have the target, or it's an absolute emergency.
Yes,
So as Bradford explains, you don't get to call the Sky Ranger whenever you want on this mission type, I think. Yeah, ability is unavailable. What you have to do is you have to
Roger that.
wait until you get to the objective, and then the evac will be placed in a random spot. And because of that, this mission type can be considered kind of all or nothing. If you have a team that's just too weak to push through to the objective, there's a good chance that you just wipe with your entire squad. So that's something to really keep in mind. It's very, very easy to just accidentally wipe on this mission type if you just enter unprepared.
Running.
In a sense, we're kind of unprepared ourselves, but we're trying to do the stealth. And we understand the risks that we might end up losing everyone here. Cross sectoid and Celtic grub. Okay, let's keep on running the rest of the squad all the way down here. Try to make sure that we're avoiding these red tiles as best as we can. I'm gonna keep Bobo here just so we can keep an eye on these guys, make sure that they actually go inside of here rather than just linger around there next round. You always want to make sure that you can see the enemies before you run all the way down. Ooh. And just like that, they're doing something completely different from what we expected. What are you guys doing? You better not walk down here, I'm gonna be very upset. Usually it's like a pod up there and a pod inside of here. We usually don't see like whatever these guys are doing. I'm not sure what they're doing right now. They're trying to piss us off, that's what they're doing. Okay, good. Bobo can keep on moving. I'm gonna keep her there for a little bit longer. Wait till they go inside of that facility. Stay on Overwatch, so if they walk in close, we'll just one-shot the grub, hopefully. Or maybe kill off the sectoid. They are moving in a really, really weird way. I'm kind of confused right now. Why are they moving like that? I also don't see the grub, so we have to be a little bit careful with how we move. Anytime you don't see an enemy and you know they're there, assume that the red tiles are a little bit larger than what they're actually displayed as. I'm going to just move a little bit carefully right now before I take any other moves. Because the easiest way to like accidentally step on a red tile that you don't see is by just not seeing where all the enemies are. Many players, I'm sure you guys have all experienced this, because I feel like every XCOM commander that's tried doing stealth missions before has had the frustration of stepping on a tile that was displayed as safe, and then suddenly it's just displayed as not safe because something else showed up. We're gonna make very certain that everything here is not in our way before we keep on progressing. And unfortunately, these guys have decided to just kind of stay down here, which is kind of obnoxious. Can you guys go somewhere else, or do I have to kill you guys? Oh, man, I don't see them. And here comes another group of guys. Okay, not the best.
Looks like hostiles over here.
Yeah, not the best, and these enemies are pretty beefy too. They wouldn't be too bad if it was just like basic troopers that could just drop in one shot, but these guys are actually pretty tough to kill. Okay, they're leaving, that's good. So we know that there's a grub there. I want to move, but it's just not safe. Not safe around this corner here. I know that there's like a sectoid back here, and the sectoid has like I think much higher detection radius than the actual dude itself. Like, watch. This thing was only able to see up to here, but when the sectoid reveals itself, it's able to see like all the way down to here. Okay, the good thing is Jaffa Pug is free, so let's get Jaffa Pug out of here. Finally, we can escape with Jaffa Pug. That's so nice. Come on down, Jaffa Pug. Now we just gotta wait for an opportunity for everyone else to escape.
Overwatch.
It is going to be an exercise in patience. And your goal is to not get so frustrated that you just say, fuck it, I'm gonna move, and then just reveal yourself and die. Okay, Bobo is free to move, but Bobo can't get around that sectoid's vision tiles, unfortunately. You know, I might just have to go all the way around to the other side of the map. There's like two... No, it might be like 2 enemies here, 2 enemies here, 2 enemies in here, and 2 enemies on the other side. It might just be the same on the other side, honestly. Let's just be patient for a little bit longer. The opportunity should reveal itself at some point. Probably. Okay, there we go. That's our opportunity. Okay. Let's start moving up a little bit closer. Finally, okay. At the very least, we're making progress. Now, the next time they move all the way down there, we should be able to just run straight past these guys. Excellent, they're going back down. Okay, and what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take Jaffa Pug, put Jaffa Pug right up there. This is an excellent little watchtower spot for Jaffa Pug to sit. That way we can wait for these guys to go somewhere else. That's excellent.
Got it covered.
And hopefully they'll take one more move down there. They should. There we go. Okay, that's so much nicer. So much nicer. Okay. Now, unfortunately, we don't see the... Oh, really? You guys are back? Go away! Leave me alone, dang it!
Overwatch.
Covering now.
10 years later. I have to wait a whole other cycle because of this group over here. I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
Moving to Overwatch.
Worst case scenario, I fast forward the spot in the video. Or I don't know, maybe I force you guys to watch this. If I have to suffer, you guys should suffer too, right? It's only fair. Suffering should be distributed evenly across all parties in society, or something.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Or at least that's what a psychopath would say. Alright then. You guys, keep going. Get out of here. Let me finally leave this hellhole.
Got it covered.
Finally, okay, now we can leave for real this time. Hopefully. I'm hoping, at least. Let's try to get vision on that sectoid just to make sure that we're not accidentally walking through red tiles. There's a possibility we might be. I think it's probably safe.
Position confirmed.
It's probably safe. Okay.
Orders confirmed.
Finally, we got our people out of this spot. Okay, let's go all the way around the backside. Make sure we stay as far back as possible. Now, we are going to use a C4 to blow this guy's wall open. And most likely that's going to create enough noise that these guys will be put onto yellow alert. So we do have to get ready to fight these guys regardless, I think. Let's see. It might be worth it to set up an ambush to kill them.
Understood. Moving out.
Alright, Bobo, you're just gonna come over to here. Set up a nice little C4 right here, and that shouldn't be enough to kill the VIP. I'm pretty sure that's far enough away. Good.
Menace 1-5. X4 transponder detonator is armed and ready. Clear the
And
area
now we have to
and take it
decide.
down.
Do we ambush these guys so we can kill them?
Yes, thank you.
Or do we
Copy that.
hide inside of the jail cell and stall out the 3 rounds of reinforcements? Or not the 3 rounds of reinforcements, but the 3 rounds of the evac. I'm not sure if I have a preference or not. I think if I have an option to kill off that sectoid and the grub, I should take it though. Yeah, it probably is worth it. Take an opportunity to get rid of these guys. I'm gonna lead the target against that frost sectoid. Do we hollow target? We C4? We throw a grenade? Maybe I crippling strike the grub? That's not a bad choice, actually. Crippling strike on the grub prevents it from doing its poison cloud on us. I can also just shoot the grub. I would not mind shooting the grub, actually. Yeah, maybe we shoot the grub. And then have that guy's shot go off against the frost sectoid. The frost sectoid will either try to chill someone or summon a zombie. Since there's no zombies available for him to summon, you'll probably try to chill someone. And then maybe what I can do is set up a frag grenade. I'm gonna trigger the C4. Yeah, I'm gonna trigger the C4. And then see what I can do against that frost sectoid. Let's do that.
We've been spotted.
The grub doesn't take cover anyway, so we don't have to worry about him. The evac zone is all the way back here, so that's kind of annoying. We are going to have to abandon that perch with our sniper. Hi there. Hopefully we get a one-shot with the auto rifle. No one-shot, unfortunately. But he's weak enough that we can kill him off with a nice and simple grenade, so that's always good. Then after that, this fella over here should be able to take care of that grub. I'm going to get you all the way up to this thing. I guess I should be careful that we activate stuff on that side. Maybe we just don't move any of our people at this point. Do that. Let's just not move any of our people at all. Only a graze. That's annoying. I really don't want to get chilled, so I'm going to throw this grenade here.
Fire in the hole.
Try to remove that sectoid right now. Sectoid dead. And then after that, we're gonna have Nyan put their shoulders against that door so that the enemies can't run in and do stuff. Unfortunately, this thing is not dead. It is going to regenerate most of that burn damage, but we should be able to finish it off next round at least. Here comes the acid spit. It's gonna miss completely. Excellent.
Compound has reached maximum alert status.
Alright, reinforcements
Put out a
incoming.
distress signal and we're already
Do we
picking up
reload or do
multiple
we...
inbound transports.
I want to get a little bit closer, I think, to the evac zone. Just make sure that we're able to reach it.
Sure thing.
You can reach it as long as you activate the roll of the hunt, so I'm not worried for you. In fact, I think what you should do is reload and either shoot or throw a knife. I'm thinking we shoot. No, I'm gonna run you a bit closer
Heading out.
and have you throw an AP grenade on that thing, just so you're close enough to the evac zone when the turns happen. Oh no, but I need you to have your grenades available for when the reinforcements drop. I think you have to be the one to finish it off. Here, take a crippling strike against it. There we go. Okay, got a kill right there. Not too bad. You are going to continue standing in front of this door, although at this point they can go through this door too, so it doesn't really matter anymore, I think. They're right here, so if they are going to run into us, they would try to either run through this door or run through here. I think they can't get to here this round, so I think standing here is actually a good thing for you. Yeah, let's stall one more round here with you. Bobo over here is going to be on Overwatch. Deal some damage to the reinforcements, hopefully. And let's reload with our sniper so that we at least have ammo if we need it. And let's see what the reinforcements do. We got ourselves a bio trooper as well as a basic trooper, I think. And we take care of these guys. As long as the bio trooper doesn't throw a gas grenade onto us, we should be okay here. Really hoping we can get some damage off with Bobo. Unfortunately, we missed that shot. And let's see if the enemies will actually walk up to us this round. They do make it up to us by running all the way out the side door. Hopefully they don't get any yellow alert actions to kill our VIP. They might. Ooh, they did get a chance to shoot at the VIP, but they did get a chance to shoot at our guy, it seems. Both misses though. Excellent. Now then, the main thing is we make sure that we deal with anything that prevents us from leaving. So anything that can kill us prevents us from leaving. Anything that can stun, poison, or chill also prevents us from leaving. Now, there's a good chance that this Frost Necromancer will just summon zombies as long as we're not an easy target for him to shoot at. So I think our main goal right now is just take cover against this guy, disable the grub, and the bio trooper. And the engineer. The engineer is also dangerous. Let's see if we can achieve all of that in one round. I don't know if we can. I've got a pretty good gun on this guy here. I'm going to activate Thrill of the Hunt, just so I can get a bit more movement towards this side of the map. I feel like a flashbang here is not a bad choice because it prevents the engineer from flashbanging us. And then we just gotta take care of the bio trooper somehow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the way to go. I probably didn't need that Thrill of the Hunt, but that's alright. But yeah, let's flashbang this way. Yep, flashbang this way. We'll flashbang the Necromancer also. Even though there's a chance he might summon a zombie, there's a chance he also does that brain freeze thing. So we want to avoid any possibilities where they get a chance to do any of that stuff against us. Bobo does not have a grenade. That's something to keep in mind. I kind of wish Bobo had a grenade so I could, like, kill off that bio trooper, but unfortunately that doesn't seem like it's gonna be the case. I kind of wish we had a way to disable that bio trooper, but it doesn't seem like it. Man. Can we, I don't know, can we, like, just hit the bio trooper for maximum damage or something? That would be really nice. Yeah, can this just max roll him or something? 4 damage. Alright then. Bobo, you're gonna come down to here. I really wish I could kill that bio trooper, but I don't have a safe place to stand though. If I stand here, we get shot at by like the engineer, the grub, and the necromancer. And they're not very high damage enemies if you look at their damage output. It's pretty low. But still, we don't really have any armor on Bobo, so it's not something I would risk. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run Bobo to here. And maybe try to do the hollow target lockdown against him. There's a decent chance that Bobo might be able to get a kill with the watchful eye and the covering fire. Hopefully, we'll see. Then maybe we'll run the VIP. I could run to here, but I'm worried that the Streaker will just come up and shoot you to death, so I guess half cover is the best you've got. I did want to pick up that loot, but we might end up having to leave that loot behind. I don't know. Doesn't look like we can reach it. This thing can't use its poison cloud just yet, so all it's going to have to do is relocate. Engineer is not able to use its flashbang. Here comes the trooper taking the shot. Ooh! Oh, wait a second. They might just down the VIP right there. Get him! Oh! Good job, Bobo. You got him.
This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
Alright, let's go home, shall we?
And the compound is on full alert.
That was quite the experience. Very exciting. Is there any way I can pick this up and still leave? Jaffa Pug is 1, 2, 3 away. If I come down to here, I'm technically 1, 2, 3 closer, but I'm also like 1, 2 down. So I'd be 1, 2, 3 closer, but 1, 2 down. I don't think I can leave with Jaffa Pug if I pick that up. I really want it though. That's like 2 Illyrium cores, I think. Oh, that's so tragic that we can't pick this up. I wish you could pick things up if you like pass through it. That would be really cool. 1, 2. 1, 2. I think I'll be like 1 short. I'm gonna literally have my dash move beat right there if I try going from here. Oh, is there really no way for us to reach it? Okay, there's no way we're getting that. Don't play with fire. Don't play with fire. Let's just block out of here right now. Run through that Overwatch using the full cover over here. That with the full cover, 12% chance of getting hit. This guy does tag us through his disorient and Overwatch penalties, but we'll be okay.
10-4.
Alright, last mission didn't go super well. This mission went much better. I think the not greeting for this is what allows us to come home with everyone alive.
Firebrand is returning to base.
Alright, good job, you guys. Excellent mission. Let's go take a look at what else needs to be done back in HQ. I'll see you guys there. Alright then, guys. And we are back here. So let's get some promotions out of the way. Mr. Jaffa Pug over here is going to be taking that Bladed Vigilance. You'll now be able to use your throwing knives as well as your sniper rifle thingy. That's a good thing. Before we had to choose between using one or the two. Now you have to use both of them at once. This fellow over here is going to be taking Center Mass, extra damage on your gun. Finally, Bobo over here, I'm going to give you the... I'm thinking Sensor's Overlay is probably the right thing to pick here. 10% bonus crit for the entire squad is just a good thing, no matter how you try to spin it. The other option is to take Hollow Targeting. I think Sensor's Overlays is the right choice. Hollow Targeting is nice, but I have other sources of it, and I don't have other sources of... well, I do have other sources of crit bonuses for the squad, but it stacks, though. So a different person with Sensor's Overlay, like the Dragoon, if they're on the same mission as this person, will actually get 20% bonus crit chance for the entire squad. Whereas with Hollow Targeting, only one source of Hollow Targeting works at a time. One of the gun Hollow Targets and one of the Hollow Targeter Hollow Targets. So once you have both of these stacked on enemies, extra versions of this do not build up. Alright, good job you guys. We got ourselves a brand new soldier. Let's go take a look at Nyan over here. You know, Nyan on our stream has been pointing out like, oh man, I haven't been showing up in any of the campaigns for a while actually. Well, here you are, Nyan. Go take a look at you. So you are a hoplite, and you took a bunch of damage on the way out, unfortunately. Low intelligence, pretty decent mobility, but I think all shield units get a bunch of mobility stat upon promotion just to offset the weight of the shield itself. Will aim, alright, there we go. Now, the hoplite is extensively trained in the use of shield, pistols, and grenades. They are excellent at protecting their squad mates as well as punishing enemies that come too close. So you guys remember how the Hell Knight has like a shield and you can take cover behind it? The Hoplite kind of does the same thing, except it's more focused on that aspect. The Hell Knight is more focused on like protecting themselves with shield generation. The Hoplite, however, comes with perks like Aegis. One for all and Shield Wall now reduce incoming damage by 33% and redirects any attacks against nearby allies towards you. So essentially, if this person activates their shield, they take 33% less damage, so 1/3 less damage, and also all teammates around them are protected from every source of damage, I believe. If there is a source of damage that goes through Aegis, I haven't seen it yet. And this includes explosives and stuff too, so they'll also be protected from explosives and a lot of other things, unless it's changed since I last used it. Okay, so there we go. You also have access to Perfect Shot if you want to go for that. Fire a non-turn ending shot with your pistol that is guaranteed to hit and forces the target to move. It's kind of like Flush, except it's a guaranteed hit. And we also have Moving Target. It's like a weaker version of Lightning Reflexes. Instead of getting like 90 defense, it gives you 15 defense and 50 dodge against reaction fire. What's the best way to actually go through these perks? I was gonna go through one line at a time. Yeah, I guess I'll go through one line at a time here. Before we move on though, let's go look at the squatty perks because I forgot to go over that. So they have pistol expertise. They are capable of shooting with their pistols and doing bonus damage. Additionally, grants High Noon, which I believe is negates the long range penalties. That's the one it was. And it also gives you Quick Draw, so you're allowed to shoot your pistol with one action, and you're allowed to take a different action with your second action, or you can just shoot with your pistol twice. Close encounters when equipped with an auto pistol. Okay. Aside from that, they also get Spartan Training. Grants 2, 4, 6 damage to shield attacks based on the tier of the equipped shield. Normally shields are a low damage melee weapon, so this kind of just turns it into a proper melee weapon. So if you guys have remembered, whenever we hit things with the Hell Knight, it usually doesn't do too much damage unless we're hitting a sectoid. This makes it so that these guys' shields will hit like an actual truck. Kind of like an actual sword. Now Guard, this is a unique defense perk. This is a perk for, I believe, armor and dodge type of tanks. And you'll be seeing this perk on other classes too, so it's probably worthwhile to learn what this does. Activate to guard the next incoming attack, reducing its effectiveness. Can be used multiple times to guard against multiple attacks. So this thing has basically stacks. And each time you're attacked while you have a stack, it reduces by 1, but it protects you from the attack. Can be used with move-only actions. When carrying a ballistic shield, used automatically if the soldier didn't attack this turn. Now, when it says guard, what does it actually mean by guard? It doesn't negate the damage completely, but rather it downgrades the result of the damage. So if it was going to be a crit, it'll now be a regular hit, and if it was going to be a regular hit, it was going to be downgraded to a graze, and if it was going to be a graze, then it becomes a miss. Guard will also reduce explosive damage by 50% at the cost of 1 charge. So there you go. Nice way to keep your shield guy alive. And this guy also gets access to Formidable, 2 extra bonus points of ablative HP, so that's the shielding HP, the orange bars, and you also take 50% less damage from explosive attacks. This comboed with Guard means you'll pretty much take like 0 damage from explosive attacks. I think that's like I'm pretty sure it stacks, so it will probably end up being like a 75% damage reduction against explosives. Very, very good. Now then, I went over the first row of perks, let's go over the next one. Shoulder to lean on. Allies within 1 tile gain 5 bonus aim, and the bonus is increased to 10 when shield wall is in effect. So this is a really fun combo. You activate Aegis, have your entire squad stand around this guy, and you get bonus aim on everyone. Up to 10. Pretty solid. Next perk over here is Paramedic. Unlocks the ability to perform a dash move to use a medkit on an ally. Gain a free medkit. Equipped medkits have 2 extra charges. This one is a very good perk. Overall, medkits and the ability to get multiples of those is really, really powerful. Mostly because for a lot of missions, HP is considered to be something that's supposed to be non-renewable. And the Long War team made sure to make it so that you couldn't equip more than 1 medkit on a unit unless they had special abilities that let them do it. So, yeah, a perk that gets you 3 more medkits, very, very good. Medkits are a bit broken in Beyond Legendary because there's certain pieces of equipment that give you multiple charges. So I think there's something called like an alien medkit out there that lets you have duplicates of each of those medkits, and combined with paramedic, I think people were saying like you can get up to like 9 extra medkits or some crazy number like that. So yeah, be on the lookout for using this in combination with other things. If you need a medic type unit, something like this could be possible. On guard over here is a much more defensive and slightly offensive ability. After activating Shield Wall, perform free shield bash attacks on any enemies that enter or attack from melee range. And I believe Shield Bash is the one that inflicts Disorient, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. I think Shield Bash inflicts Disorient. So you can aggressively use this by parking yourself next to something like, I don't know, some sort of melee attacking unit or something, or just any unit in general, and then when they try to run away or when they try to fight you, you just slap them in the face and give them a nice little disorient. Over here we've got Disabling Shot. Fire a shot that deals 50% less damage, but stuns if it hits, and if it critical hits, it does not do extra damage, but inflicts a longer stun. So it's either a stun for 1 turn or a stun for 2 turns if you get a crit. Very solid perk in a game mode where there's lots of super boss enemies. This is going to be very helpful against bosses that can be stunned. Over here we've got Whirlwind. Once per turn, gain a movement action when you hit an enemy with a melee attack. If you want a little bit of safety for your Hoplite, that's an excellent perk to pick. Hoplites, even though they're supposed to be tanky, they do still die if they're standing out in the open while everything shoots at them, so Whirlwind is not a bad ability by any means. Shield Charge. The Hoplite rushes the target, damaging and knocking them back, immediately activates Shield Wall afterwards. So now you get to do offense as well as defense. That's actually pretty solid. It does work with Aegis, so you can set up something where your soldier runs in, knocks an enemy back, and then like your sword user or something comes in, chops that thing to death while getting the defensive bonuses from Aegis. This is one of the ways to protect your front lines if you're ever trying to push into the enemy lines. Fun combo, actually. Kind of like that. Over here we got Lightning Hands. Or more shooting perks if you want to do more of a shooting build with this guy. We got Pack Tactics over here. If Shield Wall is active, then all adjacent allies will enter Overwatch at the end of the turn, passive. This perk over here is actually quite interesting, especially if you run a team that's built specifically for Overwatch. So let's say you have a bunch of units that have multi-shot abilities, then what you can do is you can set up something like this. And just... I'm not gonna take that perk just yet. So basically, the main gameplay loop with this guy is you run in and you slap one of the enemies in the face while positioning your entire team in the middle of the enemy. The rest of your Overwatch units dash in and surround this guy. And then they'll all be protected because of Aegis. This guy will take all the hits. And when the enemies try to fight or run, all of your units will get a chance to shoot at them while they're flanked. It's a very, very fun idea and combo. I haven't really gotten the chance to play with it too much, but I think one person on my Discord is playing around with the Overwatch build, and they consider it quite strong, so some food for thought if you guys do want to try some fun Overwatch builds. Over here we also have Shield Trauma. Make a melee attack with your shield that leaves your opponent disoriented and stunned for 1 action. Solid perk over here. With 1 action and disorient, most AI will probably just try to run away and just waste their action, so that's solid. Over here we got Nimble Hands. As a free action, reload your weapon, can be used every 3 turns. If you're doing a pistol build, I guess you would pick this. And unlike in vanilla, your pistol does have ammunition limits, so this isn't like the sidearm pistols that you can put on. So there are sidearm weapons that you can put on in some units, but this isn't the sidearm pistol, this is the primary weapon pistol. So this comes with 6 ammo in it, I think. You can also wield weapon upgrades actually, which is kind of interesting. In case you guys haven't actually seen weapon upgrades on a pistol. I don't know if there's an animation for this. There is actually, there is actual weapon upgrade slots on these guns, which is kind of neat. Okay, we got Reflex over here. When fired upon, gain 1 extra action on the next turn. Triggers no more than once per turn. Attacks against you also suffer a -15 penalty to critical hit chances. Even if you don't use this for the extra bonus actions, the 15% reduction of critical hit chances is actually not too bad. Finally, over here we got Protect and Serve. Gain a non-movement action point after using One for All or Shield Wall. If you opt not to take shield charge, then you probably want to pick this one. That way you're able to shoot your gun and put up a shield, or you're able to use shield trauma and then, I don't actually know if you're allowed to use shield trauma into a shield. But basically you're allowed to shield and then take an action. I think usually you'll probably end up taking a shooting action, because I believe once you set up your shield, you're not allowed to move anymore. So this is a better move for the shooter type build, whereas this is better if you're planning on doing like close quarters stuff. Finally over here we got Fanfire. Fire the pistol 3 times at a target, same as the vanilla Fanfire ability. It sounds boring, but it's good. Fanfire is a strong ability. If you guys have played vanilla or used this before, you guys should know. Perfected Guard. The first guard you use per turn will be a free action. Ooh, this is actually kind of nice. This comboed with Protect and Serve. Oh, no, this isn't the actual guard. Okay. So this is the shield wall defense. This is this guard right here. This is a different thing. This is separately activated. So the first one of this that you activate will be a free action. Still good though. It essentially allows you to negate one shot against this guy for free. Bloody Knuckles. Gain +3 damage with all melee attacks. If you want to do melee attacks, you would pick this one, of course. And finally, the Master Sergeant perks. We've got Liquidator. Killing an enemy with your pistol doesn't cost an action. This, on paper, sounds really, really fun. I haven't really gotten a chance to play with this too much. I think there's other classes that probably use this a little bit better. But this class can use it pretty well. They've got Fanfire, they've got Lightning Hand, so they've got like lots of ways to just get free reset kills with this type of thing. You can set up chain kill opportunities for a class like this, so that's something to keep in mind. It's kind of a shame though that they don't learn other pistol perks. I think there's other classes that learn Liquidator and have access to more interesting types of pistol perks. Double time for more movement. And finally, Burial Blade down here if you want to have a way of resetting actions as well as getting rid of stasis units. I think overall for a hoplite, I would probably build them to support my Overwatch team as I stated earlier. So something like this: Aegis, Shoulder to Lean On, Shield Charge, Pack Tactics, maybe something like Perfected Guard to stay alive a little bit longer. Maybe Liquidator, maybe Burial Blade, I'm not quite sure yet. Double time's not a bad option. And then something over here, maybe Reflex for survivability. You can mix and match this however you want, there's no like set way to build them, of course. I'd probably change up the build depending on what we roll down here. One thing I did need is I needed to turn one of our human soldiers into a giant robot. To a mech trooper, and I think this is going to be one of the better options for it. I think the Hoplite class is one that I don't think they're bad, but they're not a class that I'm super excited about playing into the really, really high ranks compared to some of our other tanky units. So I'll probably turn Nyan into a giant robot for us. Looking down here, is there anything that stands out for us? Very low combat intelligence, so you can't really learn too much. Snake Blood. Strike target with a crushing attack, deals damage and inflicts significant rupture. I don't think there's anything here that's like particularly standing out to me or screaming to be used. So I will probably just turn you into a giant robot, but until then, I'll give you a set of perks that will be just solid for the early game. So I think something like Aegis is really good. I'll definitely take that. And I will probably give you something like Paramedic. Shield Charge or Disabling Shot are both fine options. And then maybe Shield Trauma or Lightning Hands. Protect and Serve maybe. We'll do something like this. By the time this person is a sergeant or a staff sergeant, I think they'll be about ready to turn into a giant robot. So by then, we should be ready to convert them. But welcome to the team, yeah? Alright then. We got a lot of people that we can bond. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till the first HQ assault shows up. Once we have the first HQ assault happening, I will really double down on managing our squads and building up like a nice little more organized team where we have little organized squads that we can send out for different types of purposes. Alright, now we have finished liberating, doing 2 liberation missions. So now we just need to do a Liberation 3 in each of these spots here. 1, 2, 1, 2. So we got 2 Liberations done now in each of these spots. Now it's just a race into Liberation 3, and then we will be ready to liberate these spots. Very exciting, actually. Interesting, okay. I'm thinking if I'm going to liberate a spot, the first spot that I'll try to liberate will probably be down here, maybe? Or maybe up here, I don't know, actually. Which spot should I be more interested in liberating? This spot has more strength, so this spot is actually more pressed to liberate. But we're already intercepting the supply rate and the UFO here. Maybe we start liberating this spot here.
Setting course for
Let's go
Sector
down to
8,
this region here.
Mexico.
Let's get the Liberation 3 here first, I think. In the end, we'll want to liberate all of these spots eventually, but we'll start down here in New Mexico first. And here we go, another mission over here. We get ourselves a combat class as well as a point of interest. There are going to be Pathfinder search teams, and we've only got 4 people here, but this is a 7 to 9 enemy mission. I'm feeling reasonably confident about doing this with these 4 people. Flamethrowers can go through armor, Ranger will do enough damage to one-shot them through the armor, we got more flamethrowers, and we got a grappling hook guy. This team should be able to handle it, so hopefully you guys enjoyed watching today's episode. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, it really helps out the channel, and I'll see you guys till next time. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.